What's good, everybody? This your boy Blackout Jones, and reports have come out that the University of Tennessee is switching back to Adidas from Nike. Evidently, they couldn't get a deal done with Nike, so Adidas, hey, they cut the check. And I'm hearing that the check can be up to, if not more, than $200 million for 10 years. You're looking at $20 million a year. For all intents and purposes, it can be up to $28 million a year. But I'm going to talk about that and a whole lot more. What are y'all thoughts? And before I get to that, please follow, like, share, and subscribe, and definitely comment, because I need to know, how do y'all feel about the switch back from Nike, the swoosh, to the three stripes, Adidas? This your boy, Blackout Jones, and here is Just Shooting the Sports. Let's go. So understand something here. We are ending a 12-year relationship with the Nike brand. All this started back around, 2014? Yes. All this started around back in 2014. Now, understand something. I still have this. I still have this. And I've been having it for a long time. It's just a whole lot bigger than what I am now. But this is actually authentic. I know somebody. Had a cousin that played at Tennessee. Basketball. But I ain't going to put his name out there. But anyway, yeah. We're going back to this, as you can see. Now, with that being said, I didn't really care for Adidas. It was cool, but not. I really didn't care for it, especially the smoky gray jerseys. Oh, they could have did a better job. The color scheme was off. It just didn't look good. Now, who's to say, it's not going to look good this time around? Because when Nike came, I was excited, especially I know all the other volunteer fans were excited that we would finally be part of the Nike brand. And what a brand it has been, from the inaugural smoky gray jerseys that Dobbs and them wore to the dark black, the dark mode jerseys that Hendon Hooker and everybody else wore, when those were introduced. Now, we know the first coming of the black, jerseys. We had the white helmet. The T was outlined with black, and you had the black mask, the black face mask. It still looked good, regardless. But when we came up with that all black against Kentucky, hey, let it be known, it was a time was had. On top of that, we throttled Kentucky. But that's nor here nor there now, because we're going back to the Adidas of the world, the Adidas brand. All day I dream about, you fill in the blank. That's all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, we're ending, and like I said, we're ending a 14-year deal, a 12-year relationship. Like I said, we started in 2014, and it will come to commence at 2026. That's when we'll be starting the Adidas brand. Now, everybody, I know the fans are not going to like it, but you have to understand from a business standpoint. Evidently, Nike wasn't going to pony up the money, because now we're in the age of revenue sharing. Now we're in the age of, hey, we got to take care of the players financially. So I get it, from a business standpoint. I also get it, if you haven't noticed, these recruits out here have been signing with Adidas. Tristan Keys, wink, wink, signed to Adidas. You had another gentleman, I can't think of his name right now, but he also signed to Adidas. So Adidas is making their rounds around the college football world. They want to become the kings of the college football world, not only with the money, but with the apparel. Now, I did see where, let me take a look here real quick, and I guess how it would really like benefit, the Tennessee program. Let's see. Now, like I said, while details of the new Adidas contract have not been released, like I said, I've heard that it can be, an enormous amount. But given the growing emphasis on branding, merchandise, and performance incentives, Adidas emphasizes on innovation and player-first marketing, which could give Tennessee athletes more control over their image and value. So I get it. and also in the new era of college athletics, gear deals aren't just about uniforms. They're about identity, economics, and empowerment. Tennessee unofficial decision to part ways with Nike and return to Adidas more than a fashion statement. It's a business move designed for the future of the sport. So not only is it a business deal, but monetarily on the it seems to be a deal that is necessary in order to cover our bases. Because let's be honest here, has Danny White, since he's been at AD, has he really made any bad moves? What are y'all thoughts on that? Has Danny White been a great AD, athletic director, for us since he entered the fold? I think he has. Some people may differ. And understand something. Since he has showed up, money's been made. We've been able to get deals done. We were able to, we had our what you call it, our NIL. God, why I can't think of it now because I say it all the time. The guys that Spire Sports, those guys. Tony Vitello, baseball, doing great things, winning national championships. The football team's looking good. The softball team, the softball team always look good. They just can't finish the job. You know what I mean? And then, the Lady Vols, they're getting back to what Tennessee Lady Vols basketball used to be. It's going to take time, but slowly but surely, I think Kim Caldwell is going to do a fantastic job and is going to get us back to winning championships, SEC and national titles, at least compete for them. But this is what it's come down to now, man. It's a business now. It's not about amateurism anymore. It's business. You got kids that they'll make more. They're going to potential of staying in school is high. Why? I'm getting endorsement deals. I'm signing Adidas contracts, Nike contracts. I'm getting paid millions of dollars, or hundreds and thousands of dollars. Something that athletes in the past weren't getting legally. But that's no here nor there. Yeah. But anyway, I just want to kind of, skim over that a little bit. Just want to get y'all thoughts on how y'all feel about, Tennessee going back to Adidas from Nike. Apparel wise, yeah, I don't care for it. But as long as they can get the color scheme looking good and they come out with quality jerseys and your dark mode, as long as you keep dark mode and at least you keep smoky gray and you make that smoky gray look way better than when it did when you introduced it back in, what was that, 2012, if I'm not mistaken, when they came out with those smoky gray jerseys. It might have been 2013. Please do better. And I think Adidas will do better. We just going to have to sit back and see. But for the greater good of the university, for the greater good of our athletics department, I think this is a smart move. As Tennessee has always been under Danny White, we continue to evolve. We continue to be first. It seems like in any and everything. So with that being said, this your boy Blackout Jones, and you know what I always say. Go Big Orange, go Vols.